Greetings, subscribers, and welcome to a CrossFactorComms discussion. So me and Jerome were basically sitting here bored, waiting for the Splatoon demo to drop, and you're like, you know, why don't we talk about a game? So this time we are talking about the brand new game on Kickstarter, Yooka Laylee, the spiritual successor to the Banjo-Kazooie series. So basically we're just going to be talking about our impressions of the game so far from what we've seen in terms of videos and stuff like that, and how we feel about it now. So Jerome, why don't you start off?
In terms of videos?
Like in terms of what you've seen of gameplay so far.
Okay, well, I only seen the video they had displayed on the Kickstarter page, so I don't have there's not too much information I know, but you know, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to be informative. Anyway, from what I've seen, it does look very similar to for Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, which I definitely which I played, you know, when I was a kid, and I do have some fond memories of playing those games, and this is definitely something that, like, it's kind of a surprise because I remember there was something going on saying that there's supposed to be a Banjo-Kazooie, a new Banjo-Kazooie game coming out. I think they're actually talking about this, weren't they?
Well, there was a rumor that Rare, like the actual Rare, not these guys, because these guys are ex-developers from Rare. But
yes.
By the way, the name of the group is called Platonic Games for people who do not know. But anyway, the actual Rare, there's a rumor that they were supposed to be showing a brand new Banjo-Kazooie game at E3. But there was also rumors going on earlier than those rumors about a spiritual successor to the Banjo-Kazooie games coming from ex-Rare devs, which is what Yooka Laylee turned out to be.
Okay, so if anything, these two games might release at the same time and have a competition going on. But
hey, that's better for us. I mean,
that's
more platformers for me, so I'm happy about that.
But anyway, so from what I've seen, it's I definitely see the Banjo-Kazooie and the Banjo-Kazooie duo going on there, like especially how you know, the bat so is able to fly with Yooka, I think it's Yooka, right?
Yeah, Yooka.
Yooka, yeah. So and then from what they say, they're trying their best to get the same feel as what they did, and then the way how they made use of all the collectibles, because again, these are collectathon games.
Yes.
These are collectathon games, so basically collecting is actually what helps improve the experience of the game, which I personally think is more important than having like needless things inside a game that have like no impact on the game
exactly
whatsoever.
That don't really do anything.
I mean, a good example would probably be Legend of Zelda series in general, because you know that's kind of a collectathon game as well. It's a puzzle game and a collectathon because you're also, you know, collecting items in order to progress through the game itself. But then you're also heart pieces and stuff for you to collect, and you really don't need that much health.
You don't need it, but it's nice that it's there, but you don't really need it per se.
Yeah. I mean, Banjo-Kazooie kind of did that too, so, you know, understandably you may not need it, but then at the same time, in order to 100% the game, you actually have to do it.
Yes.
So that's the thing I do like about Banjo-Kazooie, you know, the series in general. You have, like, you know, collecting stuff is actually something meaningful, and that's something I like about in a game that doesn't exactly waste too much time, ice arrows notwithstanding.
Well, yeah, the Ice Arrows and Ocarina were kind of pointless.
yeah, but yeah, that's how I feel about it so far.
For me, oh, okay, were you finished?
Yeah, I was just saying, like, so far there's not a lot of information going on. You know, there's not a lot of detail going on, so there's not much to say. But this is a way to, like, help let people know what's going on here.
I think for me, when I first heard rumblings about this on sites like NeoGAF and stuff like that. By the way, awesome forum, you guys should check that out. But anyway, when I heard about this on like forums and stuff popping up, I was cautiously optimistic because I was really happy that we were getting a new collectathon style platformer, because there really aren't that many of them in today's market, which kind of saddens me. And it's also by ex-Rare devs, so it's like basically a match made in heaven. But at the same time, I was not sure how well the game was actually going to turn out, and I also wasn't sure if it was even real. Like, because at that time it was just a rumor, so I didn't even really know. But then after we got the full unveiling and everything, where they showed the gameplay and such, I can fully say that I am a firm supporter of this game, and I really cannot wait for this to come out. I just wish I had a credit card so I could back the hell out of this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I do have a lot of memories when it came to Banjo-Kazooie and stuff.
Same
some
here.
of the humor, like the humor was good. The humor was good. Like to like. I mean, right now, I kind of outgrew that humor, so I don't really look at it the same as I used to. But I did enjoy that, and that's another thing I do like in a game, like games with good writing. Like I don't mean in terms of story, but like the characters themselves can have something that makes you want to smile or chuckle at. I do love those type of things. Like like for a good example, like Kid Icarus Uprising, like that game, I think it had really good writing. Like even though the storyline, when you think about it as a whole, is actually pretty damn dark, you kind of overlook that because the characters themselves are still entertaining.
It just makes the world feel more alive.
Yes, and that's the thing I do liked about Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Like they just, or the humor and stuff helped. It helped make the game more enjoyable. Want to keep progressing because you want to hear more of what they have to say.
Exactly. The dialogue helps along with your gameplay, so it keeps you
Yes.
enthralled.
Exactly, and well, yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what we can hope for in Yooka Laylee, which I honestly think they will deliver on. I mean,
Yeah.
they've done it in the past. There's no reason they can't do it again.
I mean, right now they sound like they have a passion for this. Like they want to revive what was good back then, and I think to me that's really important. It's really important when it comes to gaming because gaming nowadays it seems to be like they create these games for the quick the quick dollar.
Unfortunately, yes.
And I've been noticing that a lot. There are a few games here and there that haven't put more heart in it, but I think most importantly, the Kickstarter. I think the Kickstarter games, or even the indie games in general, do a much better job when it comes to like a fulfilling gameplay experience. Because these are people who played games before and they're inspired to make these games, and they're using their inspiration of what was good.
Which is exactly why I love indie games so much.
Yeah, that's one of the things I look forward to this game, because this is reliving old times, but at the same time bringing something new and fresh. Like this isn't Banjo-Kazooie. This isn't gonna be I don't feel this is gonna be a copy and paste of Banjo-Kazooie onto this. I think this is them trying hard to do something different while at the same time
Keeping it familiar.
keeping it familiar. Yes.
Alright, fair enough. Sorry about that. But anyway, on to our next topic. So, your past experiences with Rare, because again, this is made by Rare developers. So, like, you already stated, like, before with Banjo and Kazooie. Did you ever have any other experiences with Rare?
Okay, well, Conqueror's Bad Fur Day, but not nearly as much. I think I only got to play that for like maybe like the first few minutes before like my parents saw the rating on it.
And they took it away from you?
They took it away from me. They gave it to my cousin. So,
Yeah.
and then by the time I got around to my cousin, I asked him, "Hey, do you have the game?" He said, "No, I lost it." Like, well, fuck you too, buddy.
For me, my past experience with Rare is basically kind of went up to the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, and I never really got a chance to play Conker's Bad Fur Day when I was younger. I basically stuck to the DK games, so that was basically my entire experience with Rare. It was a very good one, mind you. I love the DKC games, but unfortunately, I never had that much experience with Rare as a kid besides those games. But thankfully, I'm fixing that by playing through some of the older Rare games.
Well, actually, I've also done Donkey Kong Country. I've done 1, 2, and one, like the rare games that I've actually played was Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. I didn't get to play 3 because I never knew I didn't have it, or I didn't even knew anybody who actually had the game. And at the same time, I think I was kind of Donkey Konged out at the time, so I didn't really, look for it. I also played Banjo-Tooie, like I mentioned before, Banjo-Kazooie, and I also played Diddy Kong Racing, which is one of the, I think it was one of the best racing games ever made.
Kart racers anyway.
It's kart races anyway, but then Mario Kart 64 kind of trumped that. But anyway, anything else? I've seen Nuts and Bolts, but I honestly I like Kazooie so much that I didn't really get into Tooie all that well. And then when I saw Nuts and Bolts and I found out what's really about it, just said, nah, forget it.
Yeah, same here. That's basically my reaction too.
At that point, I felt that Rare's kind of run its course.
Oh, another thing that I did forget to mention, I also did enjoy the Viva Pinata games, which, as much as I thought I would not enjoy those games, considering what it's based off of, the game is actually surprisingly really good.
I've never played those. What exactly were you doing in those games?
It's think somewhat like Animal Crossing, only you don't really have a town to take care of per se. You basically own a plot of land which you can set up for the pinatas to live in, and you basically manage their lives, take care of them, stuff like that. It's surprisingly addictive, honestly.
I think the closest I can think of for that is Sim City.
In a little bit, but not exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, I guess on to our third topic then, now that we basically covered that. So, from Yooka Laylee, like, what do you want to see going forward from it?
What I want to see, based on what I've read so far in terms of, like, the stretch goals, it looks like they want to add some extra challenge levels. Or, no, actually, no, apparently if you collect more things, you actually get more challenging levels. I think that's going to be extra content, I believe.
Yeah.
I think important thing is when it comes to gameplay is there needs to be a balance of good something easy for someone to get into, but at the same time it gets challenging. And I don't mind if there's like a little extra thing where there's some challenging platforming sections and stuff. Although I think a collectathon kind of has trouble with that because when it comes to good level design, you also you have to collect things, but at the same time you don't want it so difficult that if you fuck up, you have to redo everything all over again. And that's one thing I kind of disliked about Kazooie. I believe if you died, you have to collect all the notes all over again.
Oh yeah, which they fixed in 2, I believe.
Yeah, I really dislike that aspect. Hopefully they don't do that, but what I do expect is that they're like maybe what I do expect is that definitely make sure that the collectathons is worth grabbing.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes.
Basically, for me, what I want to see going forward from the Yooka Laylee, the return to form to the classic style of collectathon platform is already enough for me. But what I really would like to see is basically a return of that old rare humor. That's what I'd really like to see. Because the old rare humor, while it may be crude, is something that I really do enjoy. I will say it's something I really enjoy.
I really enjoyed it, so I would still I'll still accept that for like nostalgia reasons. I know I mentioned earlier before I don't really look at the jokes as the same again, probably because like it became more mature. But this is still a game I played in my childhood, and I would like to see it again. So that's another thing too. I do hope that the writing, that's something I really hope that games would keep up with these days. Like, do good with writing, like good character developments and stuff. I do hope to see that as well, because I like to see the I like to see, like, as I progress through the game, that the characters have like a little snark here and there about something.
Which I do believe they probably will do.
Yeah, like, because that's another thing I found about some games. When they have that dead space where like you wish something would have happened or something be said.
Yeah, definitely.
Just so you have something else to pay attention to at the time.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, I just want to return to form, honestly, but I think I'll get that. So, I guess we can move on to the final topic, the Kickstarter rewards. Do you want to just go down the list of them? Just for people who are watching the video and aren't maybe on mobile or something, they don't have time to check the Kickstarter. Do you want to just go from top to bottom?
All right, so the main stretch goals have already been made, and they're not really they're just stuff in game to be added. So in other words, they're adding extra content for us all to enjoy.
Yeah, I didn't mean the stretch goals. I meant like the Kickstarter rewards. Like you can say one and then I can just go to the next one and so on and so forth.
Okay, so we'll just do a quick talk through. So $5, you just get a thanks.
For $10, you get a Steam digital copy of the game.
$15, you get a console edition.
For $20, you get a digital copy and a demo.
$30, you get the digital deluxe, which basically means you get the game, the soundtrack, a retro manual, and an art book.
And for $35, you get a digital deluxe and a demo, which basically is the same thing, only you get an enhanced demo along with it.
And then the $55 exclusive T-shirts,
which I will post a picture of right now.
And there's also the box deluxe, which is for $70, of course. PC box deluxe edition, which means you get a physical copy, a soundtrack with a manual, and an art book.
For $90, you get the box deluxe and a T-shirt, which is essentially the same, only with a T-shirt.
And This is when things are getting a little more ridiculous, if it hasn't already. A signed box for $170.
It's the same thing as the last one, just the box is signed. That's it.
Remember, guys, we're not trying to be negative. We're just
stating what's there. For $340, you get a signed poster box deluxe, which is basically a signed exclusive character poster plus everything that came in the PC box deluxe edition.
Not bad, not bad. 340 again. I don't know if that's a typo. Anyway, you get. This is actually really cool. This is a nice throwback. You actually get a N64 box version of the package, a physical copy.
And apparently, it also comes with a N64 cartridge as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that I didn't read.
Yeah, it comes with a 64GB flash drive cartridge.
That's awesome.
And you also get a signed manual. For $675, you get to actually join a design meeting. You get to do a video conference with the Platonic development team.
Quick thing, you know, I always kind of wish they would some companies would do that once in a while.
What, have a design meeting?
No, like, you know, and actually invite somebody in.
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty cool.
And I'm not just saying that because I want to give them a piece of my mind. Anyway. Anyway, $3,375, like they think we are made of money. But whatever, you get to voice a character in the game.
Yay, and for $5,000, you get to be a VIP and have a free guest attendance at a live orchestra concert in Germany, featuring music by the Platonic composers David Wise and Grant Cockrope. Two amazing composers, which you guys should definitely check out their music because it is orgasmic. Check it out right now, please.
Of course, you guys can take a look at this stuff in more detail. We're just saying this because, you know, again, this is something we consider, like, you know, an important, you know, well, not like, or to rephrase, like, it's to us, it's something really special.
Yep, and we'll have a link to the Kickstarter in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself.
All right, and with that said, any final thoughts?
I'm hype. I want the game to hurry up, but at the same time, take as long as you need to make sure it's perfect.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, we thank you for watching. You guys have a good night or day, and you can take care.